In the most recent update, the Weirwood Tree system has been totally overhauled. All the stages have been removed and reworked into a whole new tree. So now the final stage will be 963, and when you've completed it, you can no longer manually challenge anything, and you can only blitz, and blitzing and passive income that slowly accumulates over time will now be how you farm the weirwood effectively, and you will, instead of specifically targeting certain stages that you want for weapons to upgrade your commanders, or for certain commander medals to either unlock commanders or improve their rarities, or to convert them into elite tokens, there will now be more generic materials that drop. So the weapons or the equipment that you give to commanders to improve their rank are now these more generic materials that will be used for promotion, and instead of farming commander medals directly, you will now receive weirwood tokens when blitzing stages, and with these tokens you can use them in the shop to buy whatever you want, and you can unlock whichever commander you want. You can buy medals to then redeem into elite tokens. It's pretty much the same functionality as before, just a little different. So I could go into the specifics that have been introduced with all the differences with commander promotion and whatnot. The official Discord today has been as busy as I've ever seen it, honestly, of people complaining about the changes of this. I think the main difference for seasoned players, at least, is that the maximum amount of army size from Awakening is now at 3 stars rather than 2 stars. So if you look at 2-star commander, it shows here at max level, but it only gives 15k army size, whereas a 3-star commander is 21,000, which is what previously 2-star commanders gave at level 70. So that will change a fair bit in terms of PvP or events or whatever for players who have already built out their accounts. For newer players, I honestly couldn't even begin to go into the specifics of all this. It's so new and I just don't have the frames of reference for that. So you're going to have to look elsewhere if you want advice about that stuff, at least currently. Maybe in the future I can do videos covering that stuff a bit more. But the primary focus of this video is going to be comparing commander medal or elite token farming from this system to the old system, because I've seen a lot of people in the official Discord today complaining about this, saying it's worse, and I thought I'd do the maths and figure out exactly how good it is in comparison to the previous system. So at the final stage of this new Weirwood system, you will begin to generate 55 Weirwood tokens per 5 minutes, and you will, by default, regenerate 1 stamina every 5 minutes also. And when you reach this stage, as I've said before, you can't manually clear anything else. The only thing you can do is blitz, and this actually makes it a lot more convenient than it used to be, because before, if you did like Weirwood Tree blitz, it would just do a normal stage and give you stuff that you didn't want, because you'd tend to want to be farming elite stages, and you can't get the commander medals from the normal stages, of course, which is what this did by default. So now you never have to open up the Weirwood Tree if you've finished that final stage at least. So that is actually quite a nice quality of life change, because you can just click that, click this, and you're done basically. That's all you have to do from Weirwood. The only thing you have to do past that is just go to the shop now and then and buy the medals you want to convert to tokens, to upgrade your commanders or whatever. If we go back to this, the maths on this I have written out in a private Discord channel here. I actually posted this a little while ago on the official Discord here, because someone was asking about it, because this is what I mean. Like, there's a lot of people who think this new system is actually worse than the previous system. And when you actually do the maths in it, it is not at all. So you regenerate 1 stamina every 5 minutes, and when you math that out, that's 288 stamina every day. I'm just listing it as per 24-hour period because people see their days as like, I don't know, 8 a.m. to when they go to bed, and that's not mathematically how it works. So that's why I'm being antsy about the semantics there. But with the old system, you had the elite stages. They were 12 stamina per stage, but you had to clear them 3 times to get a medal. So when you do the divisions on this, you could get 8 medals for a commander a day, and that would, when you convert it to elite tokens, give 1, which is very low. So this is all just your passive regeneration. This isn't Weirwood hearts or anything. With the new system, however, there's a lot of complicated numbers here, but everything is mathed up from this number here, this 55 Weirwood tokens per 5 minutes. So in terms of a passive income, this will just passively tick up. It will give you all this stuff listed here every 5 minutes, and then you'll click claim, and it will just give you it. So you'll now have 2 ways of farming the tree, basically. One will be passive, and one will be attached to the blitz mechanic. In this screen here, you can only blitz like 10 times at once for some reason, but from the city affairs, you can blitz individually, because it's 6 stamina to blitz for 1 hour. I'm not entirely sure why it forces you to blitz 10 hours here, but if you have like 54 stamina and you want to blitz and you need to go out for the rest of your day or something, just do it in city affairs because it won't let you here for whatever reason. But then back to the maths. So passively, when all those 5-minute periods get tallied up over 24 hours, it will give you 15,840 Weirwood tokens in a day. But then the passive stamina regeneration you'll have also, if you keep on top of blitzing with that, and you do the maths on all that, that will give 31,680 Weirwood tokens a day through that. So add those two together, and you'll get 47,520 tokens to spend per day. And you can see here that pretty closely mirrors up to what I have right here. So the update ended, I think, 21 hours ago. I haven't used any Weirwood hearts, so it's pretty much just what I had blitz when I woke up and got into the game. And you can see those numbers are mirror close enough to show that trend. I mean, just to give an example, if I use a heart, it will be... So 1 blitz would give 10 hours of this. So it says here 660 every hour. So 1 blitz will give me 6,600 Weirwood tokens. You can see there, 6,600 Weirwood tokens. So mathematically, it's all accurate as far as I can tell. And then when you compare them, because you can buy medals individually, 2,000 Weirwood tokens, this does refresh monthly, I believe. So you could just consistently buy them out as like, buy all the Arias, then buy out all the Sansas, and then all the Sorens, and so on and so on and so on. If you're specifically trying to level a commander from like grey to gold, it won't be as efficient as this because you'll have to start buying the 3,000 ones also. But just for the simplicity of maths, I'm going to stick to the 2,000 number, or it gets too complicated. At that 2,000 number, when you divide the amount of Weirwood tokens you get a day by the cost of 1 medal, it will give you 23.76 medals a day, which is 3 times higher pretty much than the old Weirwood system. And when you divide that by 8, just like the elite token conversion is, you'll get 3 elite tokens per day. So all in all, when you've completed this tree, which if you've seen my video about doing 963 with all free-to-play commanders, pretty much anyone can do with enough time, at least, to get to level 60 and whatnot. You just need the right formations and to stick with it a bit. The new Weirwood Tree system is effectively 3 times better than the previous Weirwood Tree system. So in terms of upgrading your commanders, if you're a newer player, in terms of farming elite tokens, if you're a more seasoned player and you're looking to awaken stuff, this is actually a very, very good change for everyone involved. It's just new, potentially with some bugs to iron out on the commander promotion side maybe, but you'll be getting this stuff 3 times quicker than you would have been with the previous Weirwood Tree system.